Hello and welcome to another video. I was recently explaining this module to someone in my chat, or they had discovered it. That's what it was. They had discovered it and they were like, oh, that's not what I want, PyDoc. They were like, oh, there's this string module and it has this really useful public member, what was it? ASCII letters, I think it was, which shows all of the ASCII letters, and it is a nice little easy constant that you can use in your code for, oh, I guess we still have the theme from last stream. Yeah, which contains the lowercase and uppercase letters, which is really cool. And if you import string and look at string.ascii letters, you get this. And this reminded me of a fun little story where this was at Yelp. This was years before I made YouTube content. It would have been instantly a YouTube video back then, but we're doing it retroactively now. So unfortunately, we're going to be talking about really deprecated Pythons and really old stuff, but I think it's still instructive on how I dug through a problem and figured out what went wrong, and it's sort of a surprising outcome from there. Anyway, at Yelp, there was a special test case generator which used string.ascii letters. I think it actually used string.letters before it was renamed in Python 3. To generate test IDs, something like, I don't know, random.sample. I think this is how this thing works. Yeah, so the test would deterministically do random.c to, let's say, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, and then it would get, say, 12 letters and join them together. And so if you combine these two together, you should always see exactly this same random ID thing here. Random. Of course, we're forcing a seed, so it's always going to be deterministic. You should always see the same thing. And around the time, we were making brand new services at Yelp and enabling them in Python 3. And so some of the shared libraries that we were writing to support these brand new Python 3 services obviously needed to support Python 3. And so one of the ways to support Python 3 back in the day, if you were dealing with Python 2.7, which let's docker run rmti 2.7 slim. I mean, we'll do bash because we're going to make a bunch of sessions. If you run Python and you use the open built-in, so let's say, actually, let's make a file, and we do openf.read. Contents equals this. The type of contents is going to be str, which str in Python 2 is bytes. And so by default, the default open is going to give you bytes. In Python 2, it gives you str, which is not bytes. In Python 3, it is text. But in Python 2, you can use io.open to get Unicode, which is a text type. Anyway, long and short of it, there was this library that we were making Python 3 compatible, and so we were switching open to io.open, which opens things in text mode and is generally more compatible with Python 3. In Python 3, io.open and open are the same thing, and so yeah, there's just easy compatibility fix there. But we noticed when we upgraded this library, it suddenly started breaking these random IDs that were being generated, which makes no sense. Why would upgrading a library suddenly change how ID generation worked? And so I dug into this problem and I noticed a strange thing. If we import string and we look at string dot, I'm pretty sure it's ASCII letters, even in Python 2. We look at string.ascii letters, it's in this order, lowercase first, uppercase second. That's fine, that's great. That's exactly what we want to see. However, if we import string and then we do import io and we do io.open any file, including dev null, any file, just open it. You don't even have to close it, but I'm closing it because it feels better to do that. And now we look at string.ascii letters. Oh wait, shoot, what is the fix here? What is the weirdness? Is it string.letters that changes and not string.ascii letters? Maybe it's string.letters. It's been a while. String.letters. Yeah, okay, so it was string.letters, not ASCII letters. ASCII letters, I guess, is immune to this bug. But you'll notice here that string.letters is normally in this order, lowercase, uppercase, but after calling io.open, I guess we can do it in this session as well, so it is coherent. after we do this, we look at string.letters. Suddenly it's in a different order. Opening a file has a side effect of changing string.letters in the string module. And man, it took me a while to find this problem. I eventually opened a bug report on CPython, and someone else helped me find the actual result of this here. The reason for this is one thing that io.open does is it attempts to determine the current encoding. And actually, can we even look at the code of io.open, or is it implemented in C? PyDoc io. Yeah, see, I miss Python 2 where the file used to be at the top in PyDoc. Now I have to go to the bottom for it. Do we have less? I doubt we do. Pager? Do we have a pager? We do have a pager. It's not a very good one, but open wrapper. Yeah, it comes from this underscored module. Anyway, the long and the short of it is one thing, Python 3. One thing that io.open does is uses the, let's do scan string.letters. It uses the, I think it's the locale module. We don't have tab complete, right? Because it's Python 2. I believe it's locale.get preferred encoding, which tells us that our preferred encoding is UTF-8, and it's going to use that to decode bytes. But a side effect of asking what the preferred encoding is to call set encoding. And one thing that set encoding does is adjust string.letters. And so that's kind of the answer here. I believe this is documented. So Python 2 locale. Locale, set locale. Oh, maybe I don't remember. Oh, I think that gave me the Python 3 docs anyways. That's not what I want. I want the Python 2 docs. rare case where I'm actually failing to find the Python 2 docs. Here we go. We can do it this way. Yeah, this I think this message was added after I made my bug report. The specific value is locale dependent and will be updated when locale.setLocale is called, which is quite surprising. But anyway, that was why calling open broke the test suite at Yelp, and eventually we switched to the more portable string.ascii lowercase and ASCII uppercase, which I believe in Python 3 string.letters doesn't even exist anymore. String.letters, because of course there's only ASCII letters. But anyway, this was kind of a fun little weird, like, what the heck? Why does open break the string module? But hopefully you found this interesting, and if you have additional things you'd like me to explain, leave a comment below or reach out to me on the various platforms. But thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.